Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to your bards tonight, the one and only Spencerio Willums.
And the one and only Bellpepper. Yo, I'm here to tell you about Medusa. If you ever see her, you'd rather end up with a noose around your neck. Wait a sec, here she comes at ya. Thanks for her. Without a care, I'll let Ian share.
Well, we gotta start out with how she got here. It's not very precise and clear, but we've got a way to show what the ancient Greeks know. She was born to four-season Ceto. She had a couple of sisters, Athena and Euryale, but let's move on. They're not super important in this tale.
Medusa met Poseidon atop a temple. They fell in love and decided to take it to the next level, but they did it in the wrong place because they noticed the temple was covered with Athena's face, and Athena turned her into a devil-like monster. Now if you look at her, you're a goner. You'll undergo a transformation into stone.
Medusa transforms from her natural form. The snake lady you can see from Percy Jackson, to Mike's girl from Monsters Inc., even that mug you're packing. Go get yourself a drink, and you might even think that her face is on the sink.
Now that she's a Gordon, she'll be keen to rip out a vital organ, so she was sent to live on an island passed across the vast horizon. There she rests, where she waited in her nest.
And then along came Perseus, son of Zeus and Danae, quite the demigod they say. He was protective of his mother, wouldn't give her to another. There was a rumor that Perseus heard, that King Polydectes wanted her, but Perseus wasn't gonna give his own mother up, as Polydectes was corrupt.
Perseus was invited to the king's party, but he forgot to bring a gift, not even a strand of barley. He asked what the king's gift should be. The king smiled delightfully. He said, "Bring me the head of Medusa, yo, and don't come back until you do so."
And so Perseus went out to look for where the Gorgons had their nook. He traveled the land far and wide. The tales of this beast made him terrified. Then Athena appeared, making the hero yelp. But she came to him and she said she was there to help. The Gorgon could turn people to stone, so Athena gave him something to use as a scout drone. Perseus took the reflective shield. It gave him a fighting chance on this battlefield.
The journey from the palace to the Gorgon's lair was many miles long. He started out strong, but he had too much arrogance. As he neared the snake-haired lady, the journey became more perilous. Perseus began to tire. Then Hermes came to him with some special attire. He gave him a pair of winged boots, making him able to zoom through the air. Before long, he was at the cave, ready for the next phase of his brave operation.
He finally made it to the wretched place, with Perseus trying to avoid Medusa's face. The battle then ensued. Hear the clatter of metal. The fight went on, and man, it was mental. Medusa lunged with her lethal fangs, and Perseus swung his sword. Clang, clang, clang. He needed to get a good shot if he were to win, so he used his tools and the power within. And finally, Perseus found his moment to attack. He took to position from behind her back, and his sword swung through her neck. Her head fell off, as ugly as Shrek, and out popped her offspring. And now it was time to get back to the king.
And so he traveled back home, careful not to roam, because he needed to ensure that his mother would be safe and secure. He entered the palace holding the head in a bag, but the king didn't believe and started to brag. He said, "Foolish boy, that simply isn't true. Great warriors can't defeat Medusa, so why you?" Perseus said, "I'll show you the head. Close your eyes if you believe the Gorgon's dead." The king smiled, his eyes open and sat on the throne. Then Perseus took out the head, turning the king to stone. And off they went, free from the king, and Perseus just had to do one more thing. He brought the head to Athena and gave it to her in all its glory, and that's the end of our story.